Welcome to the Switzerland of your dreams, where soaring alpine peaks meet crystal clear lakes, adventure calls at every corner, and even the cows seem to hum a melodious yodel. Hey there, I'm Tegan, and I've been traveling through Switzerland enough times to consider myself practically Swiss. So buckle up, because I'm about to be your guide through this magical land. In this ultimate Switzerland travel guide, we're diving into stunning destinations you can't miss. Adrenaline-pumping activities that'll leave you breathless, mouth-watering Swiss cuisine, and insider tips that even locals might not know. Are you wondering why Switzerland should be on your travel bucket list? Stick around, because we're diving into that in just a moment. Ah, Switzerland. Just the name conjures up images of snow-capped mountains, tranquil lakes, and maybe a fondue pot. But there's so much more to this amazing country. Let's discuss why Switzerland should be at the top of everyone's must-visit list. First up, natural beauty. You've got the Alps, the Jura Mountains, and lakes like Geneva and Lucerne that look like they've been pulled straight out of a fairy tale. You've heard of picture postcard views, but Switzerland is where those postcards come to life. Next, cultural diversity. This is where you can wake up in a German-speaking village, take a lunch break in a French cafe, and enjoy an Italian dinner, all without crossing international borders. And don't even get me started on the arts and festivals here. They're a rich tapestry of Switzerland's multicultural heritage. Let's not forget the high quality of life. Switzerland is one of the safest countries in the world, and it's clean, like eat off the street clean. Public transport is so reliable, you could set your watch on it. You might be wearing a Swiss watch already set to Swiss precision time. And finally, if you're an adventurer, this country is your playground. Switzerland has everything from skiing down the Matterhorn to sailing on Lake Geneva, or even paragliding over Interlaken. Curious about when is the best time to experience all this awesomeness? Stay tuned, because we'll discuss the ideal seasons to visit Switzerland next. Trust me, it's not just about dodging the tourist crowds, so you're convinced Switzerland is a must-visit. But when's the best time to pack your bags and head to this alpine paradise? Let's break it down. Summer is sublime. Think long, sunny days that invite you to hike up scenic trails, cycle through lush meadows, or take a refreshing dip in one of the country's numerous lakes. It's warm, but not stifling, and the cities come alive with outdoor events and festivals. But what about winter? Winter in Switzerland is like stepping into a snow globe. This is the time for snow sports enthusiasts to rejoice. We're talking skiing, snowboarding, and even unique activities like snowshoeing and ice climbing. Swiss ski resorts are world-renowned for their facilities and après-ski activities. Now, let's not forget the off-peak seasons, spring and autumn. These are your best bet if you want to avoid crowds and still enjoy good weather. Spring brings blooming flowers and mild temperatures, perfect for city tours and light hiking. On the other hand, autumn offers a palette of colors as the leaves change, and it's the perfect time for a scenic drive through the countryside. So there's really no bad time to visit Switzerland, just different kinds of amazing. But you know what? It's not just about when to go, it's about how to get there. Coming up, we're going to delve into the easiest and most scenic ways to travel to and around Switzerland. Whether you're flying, driving, or taking the train, I've got the ultimate travel hacks for you. All right, so you've circled the dates on your calendar, but what's the best way to actually get to Switzerland and start your adventure? Let's dive in. If you're flying internationally, you have a few key airports: Zurich, Geneva, and Basel. Zurich is the largest and most well-connected, making it an ideal gateway to the Swiss Alps and cities. Geneva is your go-to for French-speaking Switzerland and quick access to ski resorts. While smaller, Basel is a convenient entry point for the Rhine River region and the Jura Mountains. Now let's talk trains. The Swiss travel system is an absolute dream. It's so punctual and efficient, you'll wonder why you ever bothered with a car. It's a great way to see the country, too. Imagine cruising through mountain tunnels and over historic bridges, all while sitting back and taking in the jaw-dropping views. Speaking of cars, if you prefer driving, Switzerland has some of the most scenic routes in the world. Renting a car gives you the flexibility to explore quaint villages and hidden valleys that you might otherwise miss. Remember, some alpine roads are seasonal, and you'll need a vignette, a toll sticker, to drive on motorways. Regardless of how you get there, getting around is a breeze once you're in Switzerland. The public transportation options are endless, from trams and buses to boats and even funiculars. Excited yet? Well, you should be. Next, we're diving into the destinations you simply cannot afford to miss. From bustling cities to serene mountain towns, I've got the lowdown on where you should be dropping those Swiss francs. Stay tuned. Now that we've covered the logistics, let's get to the good stuff. The places you absolutely must visit in Switzerland. I've got a mix of bustling cities and tranquil towns that you'll want to include in your travel itinerary. First stop, Zurich. Often mistaken as the capital, that's actually Bern. Zurich is a financial powerhouse and a cultural smorgasbord. Don't forget to stroll down Bahnhofstrasse, one of the world's most exclusive shopping avenues. And while you're there, indulge in some high culture at the Kunsthaus, one of Europe's significant art museums. Moving on to Geneva. The city of peace and diplomacy, but let's not forget, it's also the gateway to the Alps and the Jura Mountains. Explore the old town, visit the United Nations headquarters, and maybe even take a paddle boat out on Lake Geneva. Next up, Interlaken. Nestled between Lake Thun and Lake Brienz and surrounded by mountains, this town is a haven for adventure enthusiasts. Whether you're into paragliding, hiking, or just taking in the sublime vistas, Interlaken has something for everyone. Don't overlook Lucerne, folks. Its preserved medieval architecture serves as a gateway to central Switzerland. The Chapel Bridge and Water Tower are iconic landmarks, and the Swiss Museum of Transport is a must-visit for history buffs. Zermatt, anyone? This mountain resort is renowned for skiing, climbing, and hiking below the iconic Matterhorn Peak. It's a car-free zone, so you'll be traveling by foot or electric taxi. That's right, as idyllic as it sounds. Last but not least, Montreux. Known for its annual jazz festival, it's more than just a haven for music lovers. The Chillon Castle is a beautiful island on Lake Geneva, and Rocher de Nez offers panoramic views you must see to believe. So, are you ready to pack your bags yet? Hold on, because we're not done. Coming up, we will talk about the exhilarating adventure activities Switzerland offers. Get ready to unleash your inner daredevil from these snowy peaks to the crystal-clear lakes. You've got your must-visit destinations locked in, but what about the thrills and chills that make Switzerland an adventurous paradise? Let's get your adrenaline pumping. If winter sports are your thing, Switzerland is the motherland. Skiing and snowboarding are practically national pastimes here. From the challenging slopes of Verbier to the family-friendly runs in Grindelwald, there's a mountain for every skill level. And the après-ski scene? Just as epic. Think cozy mountain huts where you can sip on mulled wine or hot chocolate, but the adventure doesn't stop when the snow melts. Switzerland has some of the best hiking trails in the world. You've got options ranging from easy scenic paths like the Five Lakes Walk in Zermatt to the grueling Eiger Trail. No matter what, you're guaranteed breathtaking views that will make all the sweat and effort worthwhile. Water sports, anyone? Switzerland's pristine lakes are perfect for everything from paddleboarding and kayaking to sailing and windsurfing. Lake Lucerne and Lake Geneva are popular spots, but don't overlook smaller lakes like Lake Thun or Lake Brienz, which offer a more intimate experience. And for those who taste the extreme, how about paragliding over Interlaken or canyoning into Chino? The sky is literally the limit when it comes to adventure activities in Switzerland. Ready to feast your taste buds after all that action? Well, you're in for a treat. Coming up, we're diving into Swiss cuisine, cheese, chocolate, and some hearty dishes that'll make you go, Stick around, you won't want to miss this. You've scaled mountains, sailed lakes, and perhaps even taken to the skies. Now it's time to embark on a culinary journey through Switzerland that promises to be just as exciting. Trust me, Swiss cuisine is much more than just cheese and chocolate, although those are pretty amazing too. Let's start with the quintessential Swiss experience, fondue. This is more than just a meal. It's a social ritual. Imagine sitting in a cozy mountain chalet, dipping crusty bread into a melted cheese pot while sharing stories with friends or loved ones. Bliss. Now, onto chocolate. Swiss chocolate has a reputation for a reason, folks. Whether you go for the world-famous brands or discover some artisanal gems in local shops, your sweet tooth will thank you. If you're a real chocolate aficionado, don't miss the chocolate train tour that takes you to the Kaya Nestlé chocolate factory in Brox. But there's more to Swiss cuisine than just cheese and sweets. Have you ever tried Rösti? Think of it as the Swiss answer to hash browns, a crispy golden layer of grated potatoes that often comes topped with everything from ham and eggs to more cheese. And let's not forget Zürcher Geschnitzeltes, thin strips of veal cooked in a creamy mushroom sauce, usually served with Rösti. It's a dish that captures Swiss food's hearty and comforting essence. Okay, now that your mouth is watering, it's time to prepare you for the trip itself. Up next, we've got some indispensable travel tips that will make your Swiss journey as smooth as the country's finest milk chocolate. From navigating language barriers to understanding local etiquette, we've got you covered. Stay tuned. We've covered the where, the when, and the what to do. But what about the nitty-gritty details that can make or break your trip? It's time for some insider travel tips that will have you navigating Switzerland like a pro. First off, the Swiss franc is the currency here, not the euro. Many places do accept euros, but you'll get a much better exchange rate if you pay in francs. Plus, Swiss ATMs don't charge withdrawal fees, so it's convenient to get local currency. About tipping, Switzerland doesn't have a big tipping culture since service charges are included in the bill. It's common to round up to the nearest franc for good service. Now, let's talk about language. Switzerland has 4 national languages: German, French, Italian, and Romansh. You'll find many people who speak English in touristy areas, but it doesn't hurt to learn a few basic phrases in the local language of the region you're visiting. Trust me, it'll earn you some smiles and might even lead to a more authentic experience. Moving on to transportation, public transit in Switzerland is not just efficient, it's also incredibly punctual. Always check the schedule and be a few minutes early, or you might find yourself watching the taillights of your bus or train as it pulls away without you. If you plan on using public transportation extensively, consider investing in a Swiss travel pass. It gives you unlimited travel on trains, buses, and boats, plus free or discounted entry to over 500 museums. Last but not least, respect for nature is a big deal here. Whether hiking in the mountains or picnicking by a lake, ensure you don't leave any trash behind. Ready to jet off yet? Well, before you do, we've got one more treat for you. In our final section, I'll be wrapping up with some last-minute checklist items and final thoughts to ensure you're fully prepared for your Swiss adventure. If you want to make the most of your trip to Switzerland, you won't want to miss this. Stay tuned! Here we are at the end of our comprehensive guide to exploring Switzerland, and what a journey it's been. From the snow-capped peaks to the delectable cuisine, we've covered just about everything you need to know to make your Swiss trip a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Before you dash off to pack your bags, let's run through a quick checklist. Make sure your passport is valid, your travel insurance is sorted, and your Swiss francs are ready. Don't forget to pack according to the season, and maybe even leave some space in your luggage for all the chocolate and cheese you'll undoubtedly want to bring back. If you've enjoyed this guide, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more travel tips and destinations. Switzerland is a country that truly has something for everyone, whether you're an outdoor enthusiast, a culture vulture, or simply someone in need of breathtaking scenery and a breath of fresh air. Thank you for joining me on this Swiss Odyssey. I hope you've picked up some valuable insights and that you're as excited as I am about all Switzerland offers. Safe travels and auf Wiedersehen, au revoir, arrivederci, and a revers. And there you have it, your ultimate guide to Switzerland, from the how-tos to the must-dos. Now all that's left is for you to go and experience it all for yourself. Happy travels!